Hello, and welcome to my beta update on the digital artifact I am completing for the BCM 325 Future Cultures class. Okay, so let's talk about the prototype, aka episode script drafts. So far there are a few scripts drafted, but the full story isn't on paper just yet, and there will be a few more drafts to come before then. Both Josh and I have decided to focus on the story more before moving on to recording, as we both have multiple writing projects currently underway. So there has been a slight change in focus and the scope and direction this project is taking. Public engagement has been positive, with a lot of helpful comments. As expected, feedback from the pitch primarily focused on research areas and links to the subject content, which was very helpful for the plot and world building. Comments on the draft script mainly focused on technical writing advice, especially in relation to dialogue, which is something I have been working on in my writing. Since the pitch and considering public engagement, this project has undergone a few changes. Comments from the pitch, research and themes in the movies we have been watching for class and subsequent discussions we've had about them have all expanded the story and plot considerably, i.e. the story is going to be much bigger in scope and require more episodes. This means that the digital artifact portion of this project will move from a recording focus to a writing focus, which is also helpful as the COVID-19 lockdown has made recording slightly tricky. The story of this podcast has proven tricky for me to write, and I have a number of other projects that are taking off, which I would like to include. Notably, I have some essays on film and have also been developing existing narrative projects. Additionally, one request I received from the feedback really appealed to me, and that was to create a few blogs focusing on the process of writing the podcast. This would focus on subjects like research, character, and plot development, and draft scripts and storylines. I think this idea supports the move from producing one complete podcast to developing my writing portfolio, so it's something that I want to try and adopt. Because things have changed around, it's probably a good idea to address how the DA fits into the subject focus for the future. So aside from addressing my personal future by writing a portfolio of work, this project is also quite research heavy, and I have been spending a lot of time looking into climate fiction. In addition, I've also been spending time looking into some of the philosophical questions around reality that we have been focusing on in class. My interest in this has led me to focus more on how we experience and interpret reality, with the whole plotline now devoted to exploring this topic. Representation of the other and Afrofuturism are two topics that I have been interested in for a while now, and have spent a fair amount of time exploring both in and out of class, and I hope to explore them more practically in my writing for this project. So the digital artifact focus is both personal and subject related. On the personal side, I'm building a portfolio for myself, with a shift in this project to focus more on writing, and expanding my skill set into a genre I haven't really written before, which is podcasting, and also creating a bit more of an audience online for myself. From the subject side of things, the subject content has been included more in the stories and scripts, and the writing process blog will generate discussion on future cultures topics such as environmental futures, philosophical beliefs, and AI. As we approach the end of the semester, it's evident that the final scripts for the whole story will not be complete, so the plan is to continue working on them and publish to my blog the complete pilot episode. I will also publish a few short blogs about the writing process and the research I have undertaken, and continue to work on my other projects, which hopefully will be published soon. Anyway, that's the update from me. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for taking the time to watch.